But I've been seeing, ma'am, people always say that, you know, बच्चा तो तुम ही ने पालना है, ठीक है? That always people talk about it.
Yes.
Don't you think now parenting is more of taking knowledge? I mean, people used to say, "Pal jayega bacha." This thought was there, and now as the social media has come up, mother is always on the phone, father is always, the environment is always with the phone.
Right.
So how are we gonna work on this?
You have to set rules. See, even if you go to school today, also there are set of rules that we all follow. Only then you pass out. You know, like there are rules that we have to follow.
I think the rules should be in the home also.
In the home, because unless you set rules, there will not be a system or a structure that you can work upon. Because haphazardly if you're doing, there will be no discipline, even for parents and for children. So when I always say, first the parents should get their act right.
Yes.
Only
Work
then.
on that, yeah.
Only then. So either between husband and wife, you have to speak and say, when your child is in front of you, if he comes, if you're on the phone, put the phone aside. Be involved with your
Yes,
child.
that's lacking.
Look into his eyes and let him know that you are completely there for him or her.
Yes.
And phone I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm doing so much work on my phone, but when you come and talk to me, I'm all yours. So when you do that, and they will reciprocate.
Yes.
When they are on the phone and you want to talk to your child, it's not like, "Ha, mom, blah, blah, blah."
This is happening more.
Yeah, so-
and then we blame kids.
They're mimicking. They're mimicking. Don't expect anything.
When they do this,
Yes.
oh, why you don't listen to me?
Yes. So you're losing the battle
Yes.
before even you start the
Yes,
battle with your
yes.
child. So parenting is all about first equipping yourself and finding tools to first discipline yourself, and then you don't even have to teach. They see and they will start behaving like the way you're behaving. So blaming a child, blaming the society, blaming social media is something, it's an easy, bahana
Yes.
is what I feel.
And ma'am, do you believe in this myth? Mostly people will say, oh, this is the right time you should become a mother. There are late marriages are happening.
Yes.
After 40s also, like women are becoming mother.
Correct.
So do you think they'll not able to handle much nicely with the parents, and they say, oh, when you become 40 and you have a child, you'll not be able to concentrate more. Do you agree on this?
So there is definitely more than handling part. There's a biological clock for a woman. We all know that. I think for our own health, also we must consider a window, like from 25 to maybe 35, and then you plan your life accordingly. But becoming a mother much later in life, even you don't have the patience to play with the child, to laugh with the child, to crawl with the child, like that bond will miss is what I strongly feel, because you become a little matured and sab kuch chalta hai, phone chahiye le lo, but that like that when you're physically you're also not energetic to, so you want to find an easy way out. I've seen a lot of mothers like they really can't run with a child, play with a child, involve with a child,
Age
become
factor
a child.
or hormone change factor, like after 40s they go, or
Definitely aging. Aging happens, and it's also not very healthy for women to try and conceive after 35 because there is a biology and it functions a certain way, and you must respect that.
So there is a line called, a child want a happy mother, not a perfect mother.
Yes, absolutely
So
right.
if a woman has to be happy, she has to work on her only, because
Absolutely.
we women, as you know, you can relate, we see happiness surroundings. We see, oh, our family is happy, my parents are happy, my husband is happy, my child, we are also happy. That's boundary is there. But
Right.
how to cross that boundaries?
So, see, if your family is happy, definitely you're happy, like you're not sacrificing and trying to make your family happy. So, happy mother is like a blessing for a child. So, for example, like, few qualities both the parents should have. One is creating a safe atmosphere for a child, mandatory. When I say safe atmosphere, making sure the people who are in your home are equally involved with the safety of a child, and not constantly telling them not to do this, not to do that. You have to have a free space playing time for children to flourish. The more restrictions you start putting on a child from a young age, the mind becomes very, boxed. They can't think outside of it. They cannot become a fresh life with fresh possibilities and fresh ideas, because you're constantly telling them, ye touch mat karo, wahan mein mat jao, ye khana mat khao. Kids have an innate intelligence. You must trust and let them be.
I think that same should be given to the same good environment to the women also in their home, like the kind of freedom or the good environment when they become
Yes.
mother.
No, no, absolutely.
Yes.
It is very important. Both the parents should come to terms with all of this and then have a child. Not expecting to change after the child is, abhi kya hona? Like, not like that. There should be a plan. You know, life may, if you don't have a little bit of plan, you will become directionless.
Yeah, that I agree. But my point is like we are creating a positive environment for a child.
Yes.
When it comes to a mother,
Yes.
because she also needs a positive support
Absolutely.
and environment.
Yeah, you
So,
have to create that support and then only have a child,
I
is
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
the relationships and the kind of family we are in, I
Yes.
think they should work on that.
Only when
that message should has to go actually.
Even when it comes to in-laws or
Yes.
husband or anybody in the
Yes.
house, husband also should understand if a woman is going out and working, she cannot do both with same, you know, energy. So the husband has to help. The mother-in-law, if it, or you know, any elders in the house. I mean, usually Indian parents
Yes.
are very helpful,
Yes.
but they should also support her emotionally. In many ways, and helping her to choose food also, good food.
Yes.
Mothers have to have the energy, so mother's diet also becomes very important. So, you know, instead of the family has to support, but at the same time, we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's, you have
Very
to take your
important.
own initiatives.
Definitely, it's
And
not
then-
selfish. You know, like spending a little time to, like, you know, like 10 minutes of running and 2 minutes, you know, 5 minutes of meditation, or, you know, eating right food at the right time. If you do this, your entire family will be happy.
True. And ma'am, we see there are times when things cannot work out. The things is not able to manageable with the family, and you know, if you have a kid also. Being a single mother, I'm seeing there are so many single mothers are there. How you say that they are handling their work, they're handling their child, and how you give them advice. Being a single mother, you need more of strength.
Single parenting is really tough. I'm not
But when they
saying-
don't have option, they go for a single mother.
Absolutely.
We have seen so many single
See,
mothers
the
are there.
only solution is to spend as much time, you know, if it's a weekend, a lot more time, because single parenting comes with a lot of sacrifices.
Especially a mother.
Mother all the more, and also child, the way the child develops, if there's no masculine and feminine in a child's life, there could be certain imbalances.
Okay.
So you have to probably help them go to their uncles or grandparents, so wherein they also see a male figure.
Yes.
Because if a person or whether it's a boy or a girl, if a father figure is not in the house, there will be few things they will not learn.
Yes.
Like if you see even in siblings, if you grew up with a girl, that boy knows how to treat a
Yes,
like a
brother and sister combo when-
If both brothers are there, suddenly when they get married, it's a little difficult to understand a woman. If you grow up with a sister, it's a little easier. It's same. But these are very crucial people, you know, like mother and father. So making an effort is very important, and finding aid, you know, like finding
You
courses.
should be free, like tell them, okay, you can go with your father, like as you said. A
Some
good
male
take, yeah.
personalities, it's the uncle or, you know, your, you know, mama or
You
grandparents.
should not be like Fiki or something
Yes,
like that.
so introduce them to everybody in the family if you have a good family, but don't try to like lock your child up with you all the time because you're a single parent. And also like online, there are many courses, like, you know, like there's so much information out there, many groups which talk about single parenting. So you might get some ideas and you can equip yourself with tools like that. And you know, not everything, we don't know everything. Like even I learned a lot from reading certain wonderful books about parenting, and I use those tools and they work.
Okay.
So you don't know everything. It's okay to take help from people who are facing a similar situation or from content online that can help you navigate being a single mother.